So guys, welcome back. We are moving on chapter number 1 and let's revise chapter number 1. This chapter is basically divided into 6 parts, but first 2 parts are not very important from the examination point of view. So let's focus on remaining 4 parts. Business policy and the concept of management. They're not important from the exam point of view. So this is not required, this is not required. So you have to focus on the strategy, then strategic management, strategic levels, and whether SM is useful for government department, medical sector and educational sector. These are the 4 different concepts we have to learn in chapter number 1. Okay, this chapter is asked for around 7 marks in the examination. The track record of this chapter says in November 18, 7 marks, May 18, 7 marks. Okay, let's do it. Concept of strategy. What is the meaning of strategy? Strategy is there to fulfill the gap between what we are and what we want to be. First of all, we have to make a vision, and to achieve such vision, to achieve such objective, we make strategies. Example, in cricket match also, after every over, what captain does, he makes strategies. Or in particular match, how many bowlers will play, how many fielders will be required, how many all-rounders will be required, how many batsmen to be played, which batsman to be played first. These are nothing but a strategy. Like in cricket match, we have a strategy. In the war also, we have a strategy. Like in the business also, we have a strategy. Like example, Coca-Cola introduced the bottle of 5 rupees for the rural area and became very successful. Vivo Oppo introduced a strategy of doing extensive marketing and became very successful. Number 3, Jio has introduced the free calling system, fast internet services and became very successful. So a lot of strategies are implemented by the organizations to achieve its objectives. So you must have seen, MI, the strategy of MI, what after every 15-20 days, they launch new phones. It is their strategy of becoming successful. Every organization makes strategy, but the question is what? Every strategy cannot be successful. It depends on the situation, it depends on the strategy. But everybody makes strategy to become successful. Understood, guys? There are 2 types of strategy. One is proactive, one is reactive. Strategies cannot be always reactive. Sometimes it can be reactive. Example, let's take an example of Nano. Nano was introduced after considering a lot of factors. Internal, external analysis was done before introducing Nano. It was proactive. But when Nano did not work in the market, they have changed the style of Nano, they have changed the color, they have changed the pattern of Nano, they have introduced a lot of new features in Nano. It is called as what? Reactive. Next question, what is the use of strategic management? There are 3 questions based on strategic management. One is objective, one is advantage and one is disadvantage. And the question is, what are the objectives? Why do we learn SM? SM subject is there to guide us. The first answer is what? Object. There are only 2 objectives of SM. Number 1, to guide us, and number 2, if we follow SM, we get edge in the competition, we get competitive advantage. Advantages of learning SM. Number one, we can make goals easily. We can make objective easily. Number 2, advantage of learning SM is what? We become proactive rather than becoming reactive. Number 3, we can avoid costly mistakes with the help of strategic management. These are the advantages. Few more advantages are there. We can take any kind of decision with the help of strategic management. Strategic management subject is nothing but a guide to us for taking any kind of decision, right? So there are the benefits of, once again, let's revise. We can make goals, we can decide our own destiny, we can avoid costly mistakes, we can be proactive always, it will be guide for us, and it will always help us to take major decision of the organization. Disadvantages. See, while learning SM, you really like it, but this is from the point of view of very big businesses. Very small businesses cannot implement, for example, a very small grocery shop or a pani puri wala or very small, auto wala. You cannot ask them to do all the process because this needs a lot of talent. So what is the first disadvantage? You need really skilled employees, and skilled employees requires a lot of cost. So number one disadvantage, costly. It is very time consuming. It is very complicated to understand. See, we are a chartered accountant, we do understand easily, does not mean every person can understand it. So number 1, time consuming. Number 2, costly. Number 3, it is complicated. And number 4, although we follow SM, there's no guarantee of success. We cannot predict the response. Okay. Next, do you think, so there are 3 levels of manager. Number 1, corporate level, business level, functional level, corporate level. Example, let's take an example of Godrej. Adi Godrej is having corporate level, but Adi Godrej has developed, has expanded business like anything. He's into a lot of businesses. He's having a lot of SBUs, real estate SBU, furniture SBU, Agrovate SBU, FMCG SBU, etc., etc. It was difficult to manage all the businesses by Adi Godrej, introduced a lot of SBUs, and for all the SBUs, introduced a lot of business level managers. So Mr. Dharmender Singh is the manager of Agrovate. So Mr. Adi Godrej will become corporate level manager. Mr. Dharmender Kumar is going to be the manager for managing particular Agrovate. That's why he will be the manager of business level. But also Agrovate also and real estate also very big businesses, but they also need help from the functional level managers. That's why we have introduced one more level. Functional level means what? Finance manager, marketing manager, HR manager. They will help to. They will be answerable to business level manager. Business level is answerable to. Now tell me who will decide what businesses to be in corporate level. Tell me who will be responsible for the getting competitive edge in the business level. Who will be the interlinking between the corporate level and the functional level, business level. Functional level will be very closer to employees and customers. Who is answerable to the stakeholders and shareholders? Corporate level. Okay. And the last question, which is very simple. Do you think strategic management is required for a government? Answer is yes. Do you think SM is required for educational industry? Yes. Do you think SM is required for medical industry, hospital also? And answer is yes. Nowadays, only private sector is not using SM. Along with the private sector, even the government sector, educational sector, hospitals, medical are using strategic management to get the competitive edge. Even they have started implementing a lot of strategies. They have changed their mindset as per the changing requirement. Okay. So this chapter specifically of, you will always find question from these 4 different parts. Number 1, levels, corporate level, business level, functional level. Then we have seen SM is also required in education, hospitals and government. Then we have seen strategic management, 3 questions, advantages, objectives and limitation. And we have seen strategies could be proactive and reactive, and what is the meaning of strategies. That's all. So this chapter is also over. Yeah? Done.